Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading for the month of August. My name is Wendy and today I am using the Robin Wood Tarot to conduct your reading. Pisces. Okay, Four of Cups. August messages for Pisces. Knight of Cups. I see an apology. Looks like someone's coming with an apology. Maybe you want to give the apology. There's that Wheel of Fortune. So the tides are turning. Things are really changing this month. Pisces, August. Ten of Cups. So there's a great amount of fulfillment. You get the rainbow. Wow. Let's just talk about these first. Okay. Four of Cups, Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups. You see how we go from this stagnant, gray, emotionless, feeling ignored, to suddenly there's a gesture. This Knight of Cups is like someone in the community who shows up for you, a good friend. Maybe you're having to show up for someone else. It's this feeling of community, showing up, doing the right thing, acting from the heart. There's some emotionality happening here. You've got a lot of cups. But it feels like there's an approach, there's an effort. And that action, that kindness, and let's notice that he's got the heart on the cup, so we're making a gesture from the heart. This leads to change. Someone is changing their ways, changing their approach, it's just a huge, huge new chapter. One is ending, one is beginning, and you're heading into a place of feeling held, feeling secure, feeling like you belong. Happiness, fulfillment, satisfaction. I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. Everyone's here together. Everyone is taking part. Strong emphasis on community, strong emphasis maybe on a group. Could be a family with that Ten of Cups. But more than anything, you just feel like you belong. And you can see where your life is going. You have a connection to that end goal. Again, you can see where things are going. You know what you want. You know how to get there. Do you know how to get there? Is that the problem? We're going to talk that through. We're going to pull some more cards because that just occurred to me that maybe that's the question. But yeah, there's, strong goal, a goal post, a finish line that you see. There's an influx of creativity. More feeling. The tides are turning. I am getting another message for maybe one person out there who is caught in a cycle in a relationship where they feel put down, they feel ignored, devalued, and then that person starts to soften and let's apologize, let's talk this through, and then you feel things changing, and then it's like, okay, let's have a family now, so I would just ask yourself, is this something that happens? Is this a pattern? Does this happen over and over again? Has it happened before? Or is it just a one-time blip that you can move past? We all go through ups and downs, and when you're in a long-term relationship, it's more, just statistically, because there's more time, you're going to have more of these events, but you get to know the patterns and you get to know your own relational style. You kind of can predict how things will, unfold. But if this is a situation where someone continues to like manipulate through emotional withdrawal, giving you the cold shoulder, like icing you out, and then okay, I'm thawing, my icy heart is thawing, I want to come toward you and talk to you and give you attention. Just pay attention to this pattern over time. Yes, feelings change. Yes, we wear many masks in a day, in a week. But in a true relationship, there should always be a constant. You should always be able to rely on that presence, that comfort. I'm curious to pull more cards, Pisces. Others of you feel like you can really put something behind you. The wheel is changed. It's turning for a good reason, and you are welcomed back into the community. You're welcomed home. You're embraced with open arms. Some of you need to ask for help, and you will be welcomed with open arms. You might feel like people are ignoring you, or like no one knows how I'm struggling. And so how, just ask yourself, like, have you asked for help? Have you expressed to the people who care about you the most, who have the capacity to help you somehow? Whether it's, whatever kind of help that it is that you seek. Because with that Knight of Cups, I really see that emphasis on help and showing up and just showing that you care. So have you been able to say, I need help, or hey, this is going on? Because some people might just not know. It might be one of those things where on the surface, it's like people just see the 10 of Cups, and so they're like, wow, happy family, happy Pisces, like it's all good. Sometimes that ability to adapt is a curse. Sometimes it's a blessing, sometimes it's a curse, because when you show up, you can, to like a function, you can just sort of forget about everything you were just dealing with inside and kind of be in the moment and like have a good time and, be there with everybody. But when you're alone, does that feeling remain, or does it go back to the sadness, the sorrow, I don't know. There's someone that you haven't been talking to. I feel like there's a lack of contact right now with someone. I see that person coming forward. But again, it's like patterns, right? Tides come and go. Will your feelings change? Will their feelings change? Is it long term? Is it something we can trust? Do I need it to be long term? What am I getting out of this? I feel like friends and family, or like social connections, is part of the story and maybe part of the allure. Others of you that are looking for love, I just got a whiff of cocoa butter. Lotion, like sunscreen, cocoa butter. I don't know, this person smells really nice. Others of you, this person that you want to meet, like your love, your great love, they're around, they're connected, they're in the social circle, they're like 6 degrees of separation, like a friend of a friend. I feel like they're closer than you think. Queen of Swords. So just pay attention when someone comes around. Does it feel like storm clouds are gathering overhead? Because the Queen of Swords kind of brings the storm clouds. If you are the Queen of Swords, you need to say goodbye to something. Let it free. Put it, just put it in the past, put it behind you, set it free, let it go. It's a butterfly, and you want to just be gentle with it and let it go. And you're going to feel good about that too. Some of you have an idea, and you can publish it. You can put it out there, send it out to the world, present it. The world. So yeah, publishing, putting things out there. But in a bigger way, it just really feels like you're moving on, entering a new phase. Absolutely. Big completions. I've seen everything there is to see here. I've seen it all. I've lived through all 4 seasons. I've seen it all. I kind of know what to expect. I've learned everything I can here. It's time to graduate. It's time to move on. Feels like you're pretty done with something. Wow, 8 of Wands. International travel, success with an online venture, website, reaching out, Cupid's arrows. A lot of you could be online meeting somebody, or long distance travel. Maybe there's a long distance relationship. I feel that a lot of you can connect to your guides as well this month. The Perseid meteor shower, a lot of stuff actually going on in the sky that you're observing. But you have divine messenger contacting you this month. There's that strong activity. I'm seeing publishing, updates, news, resumes. Put it all out there. You're going beyond the limits of planet Earth, beyond the limits of the earthly existence. You're going beyond the limits this month, Pisces. That could be a bit of a warning given everything we've already talked about in relationships. Do things go from 0 to 100? This Queen of Swords, the clouds come in and it's all consuming, and it feels like, I don't know, someone feels like a bit of a negative influence in your life, and things go from 0 to 100. Six of Pentacles, yeah, so huge month for changing the pattern. Karmic cycles are ending. You're doing things differently from now on. What have you accepted in the past? You're no longer accepting it. There's got to be a change to the power dynamic, because somebody's been calling the shots. They've been dictating the energy. They've been keeping you in a loop. And so that needs to end this month. A lot of you could really still be feeling the repercussions of Saturn in Pisces, right? Saturn's now in Aries, but it will retrograde back into your sign. I think it's September. There's, and it's been in your sign for the last 3 years, 2 or 3 years, since 2023, March of 2023. You had Saturn in your sign, so you were personally challenged to address karmic cycles, patterns, limitations, and also consequences. Energetic, financial, emotional consequences. Some folks are having a fun, adventurous month. It's like, let's go watch the meteor shower, but I see this fellow doling out a little something something. Just something about that design on his shirt or his tunic feels kind of psychedelic. And he's like, handing it out. He's kind of like the pharmacist or I don't know. He's the guy. He's the guy. And maybe that's what helps you move beyond, is having a profound spiritual experience and like an out-of-body experience. Some of you are just really seeking to leave the bounds of where you've been. And that's because Saturn's been restricting you. Again, Saturn has changed signs, so you're almost at the end, but he is going to retrograde back into your sign one last time. So it's like one last chance to tidy this up, give it closure, finish this, learn the lesson, incorporate, let's move on. For those of you looking for career information, I do see that as soon as you put yourself out there, you get hired. Six of Pentacles. Opportunity. Balancing the budget. Some of you may be focusing more on balancing the budget, maybe even doing a little too much online shopping. So check where you feel impulsive. I feel like that's kind of a lesson for a number of the signs this month. We've got Lionsgate, August 8. We have the full moon happening on the 9th. And that's a profound weekend for illumination. That's a huge illumination, culmination point. And from what I've seen in the cards, a lot of us are dealing with that same theme. So we're elevating, we're moving up, we are moving beyond where we have been. There's so much expansion. You have a wonderful circle around you, people you can connect with, not even in your locale, but in a broader scope. You've got access to people, resources, places. So while you may have felt small previously, this is a wonderful time to expand beyond the bounds of where you think you belong, what you think you deserve. Everything's changing, everything's expanding. Why don't we get one more beautiful card for you? The Queen of Pentacles. Nice. The Sitter. She's kind. She's going to watch over you. She'll hold you. She's protective. She's strong. Whatever you want to incorporate into your life, go step by step. It's really important to take it step by step right now, just little steps, pacing, have a plan, but execute it step by step. Be kind to yourself as well. Take care of yourself, nourish your body. A lot of you are settling into a new routine. It's interesting. We started off this reading, the cards were pretty loose, and it felt like someone was a little bit lost. And then the feeling changes. There's community, there's people, there's, you're back in public, you're with other people, you're connecting to others. And you feel connected to others. You feel like so much is possible now. And you've got a plan. You're taking care of yourself. Enjoying the first harvest. Taking care of animals, maybe. Taking care of the vulnerable. Taking care of a sick person. But there is a caregiver here. The Queen of Pentacles is the nurse, is the veterinarian who's going to stay by you, or you're going to stay by someone and administer that care. Reliable, consistent, kind. That's the ideal Queen of Pentacles. So how do we change the cycle? We do it by taking care of ourselves. And no longer acting as impulsively as we did, but by taking care of ourselves and going step by step. And just seeing how we feel day by day. Some of you might feel pressured to make a decision. In some instances, maybe you have to. Trust how you feel. Listen to your body when you look at the options and how do you feel about each option. For others of you, you don't have to make the decision right away. You can just feel it out. That's important. I'm hearing that's really important for someone to know. Okay, Pisces. I've been awake since 4 a.m. I am going to go and have a little rest. I hope you have a wonderful month ahead. And if you want a personal reading with me, I will leave my email address in the description box. So if you want a personal reading, send me an email. Let me know your questions, your focus points, or just say, I want the universe to tell me what I need to know. We can do that too. yeah, I would love to read for you, Pisces. And until the next one, I will wish you a blessed month.